Well, hey everyone, Bernie DeSantis with Insignia Training Partners bringing you a mustache moment. So today, I want to talk about something that's been showing up a bit in my life lately, and that thing is burnout with a capital B. And let me tell you that it doesn't always look like a full-on collapse, right? It doesn't always come with a breakdown or a big dramatic moment. Um, in my life, it shows up as just being exhausted, even after a full night's sleep, having very minimal or no motivation to do things that I typically would enjoy, feeling a bit numb, even with wins, right? That should make me feel excited. It's just like, yeah, cool. And then, forcing myself to push through because I feel like I have to, I'm obligated to. And it's not that I don't want to, but I just tired, man. So that's where I've been lately, and the funny thing about burnout is, it kind of sneaks up on you when you're in go mode, right? And definitely been in go mode or growth mode, if you will, for a while. You've got momentum, some things are starting to happen. You find yourself saying yes to a lot of things until all of a sudden your body and your brain, just pumps the brakes and says, whoa, it's time to slow down for a minute. So, some things that I've been trying to remind myself of, now that burnout is kind of here, right? I got to remind myself to just slow down and not make myself feel, guilty about it. That rest is not a reward, right? It's fuel. You literally need it to keep going. I've been trying to reconnect with my why, right? Why am I in this business? Why does this work matter? What am I doing it for? Um, but trying to say no more often, right? Even sometimes to some good things, or that could potentially be good things, because even good things at the wrong time can still drain you, right? And I've been asking for help. I've been asking for collaborations more because as much as I'd like to think I can, I have pretty broad shoulders. I can't carry it all, on my own. And it's not a badge of honor. It's quite frankly the fast lane to burnout, trying to do it all on yourself, all on your own. I found that out the hard way, right? So, today's mustache moment is make sure you're stopping for a rest break every now and again, right? Check your engine light. If you feel like you're running on fumes, it might be time to pause to refill, the cup, realign with your why. Because as I've said it before, and I'm sure you guys have all heard it from many other people, you can't pour from an empty cup, no matter how glorious your mustache is. So that's your mustache moment. Make sure you take care of yourself. It's not a luxury; it's a necessity. And I'll see you guys next week. Enjoy the day and weekend ahead.